Welcome back to my channel. So this is a baby name tag video, and I was tagged in this by the lovely Hayley from My Happily Ever After. She's got a great channel, so I will link her details down below. But the tag was actually created by the gorgeous SJ. If you need a baby name, like, she is the baby name guru. So I'll also link her details because she's definitely worth checking out if you are looking for baby names. So I'm a mummy of two. I've already got a little boy called Ralph, and I've just had a baby girl called Olivia. And the first question in this is, if I was to have another baby tomorrow, what would I call them? And I don't really know. We really struggled with baby names. For me, if it was a boy, I really wanted to call a little boy Alfie, but we've already got a Ralph, so a Ralph and an Alf. Craig didn't really like that, so we were thinking more Archie. I really like that. And for a little girl, I don't know. Olivia is the only name that Craig and I agreed on. Like, we really struggled with girl names. Question 2 is, what would you rename yourself, keeping your first initial? So obviously I'm Jennifer, so I'm working with a J, and there's not really a lot of choice. I quite like the name Jamie for a girl, but spelt Jaimee. I'm doing it with my finger. Yeah, I quite like that. Number 3 is, what would you have been called if you were the opposite gender? So I've actually just rung my mum and asked her this, and she said if I was a boy I was going to be called either David or Michael. Like, it just sounds so strange. I was like, really? I just can't imagine myself being either of those names. Number 4 is favourite vintage baby names. So if it was a boy, it would definitely be Ronnie. My granddad was called Ronald, Ronnie for short. I just love that name, and that would definitely be in the running if we had another baby. And for a girl, again, I really struggle. I really like Elsie. I don't think Craig does though. Number 5 is, what are my favourite nature baby names? I wasn't really sure with this one. For a boy, I quite like Bear. I think it's really cute as a baby and like a little boy. Like, we always call my son like Ralphie Bear, but I don't know if it's a name that they would particularly like maybe as they got older. For a girl, I quite like the name River. I'd never have thought of this name before, but since my son started school, he keeps coming home talking about his little friend River, and I was like, oh, I quite like that name. Number 6 is, what is my favourite YouTuber's name or their baby name? Okay, so for a boy, it's Vinny. So I really love Lisa Prideaux's channel, and she's got a little boy called Vinny, and I just really love that name. And for a little girl, it's Maddie. I follow Katie from Mummy Daddy Me, and I just love the name of her little girl. So yep, they're my 2 names for that one. Number 7 is favourite literary names. I thought I was going to really struggle with this one, but I did a bit of research and I actually found a few that I really quite liked. So I like Bella from Twilight. I liked Matilda from Matilda because I quite like Tilly for short. And I love Aurora, you know, Sleeping Beauty, you know, oh, it's just one of them kids that you love one of them films that you love as a kid. But I don't think I'd actually call my child that, but I just think it's a really pretty name. And for a boy, Craig and I actually both love the name Charlie. Obviously that was in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie was actually a really strong contender for us. And we also love the name Harry. I've just always loved that name. It's been in Harry Potter. I've just loved it. I think my granddad's middle name was Harry, so my son's middle name is actually Harry. He's Ralph Harry. Number 8 is favourite O name that isn't Oliver or Olivia. Well, obviously I've already got an Olivia. I found this one quite easy for boys' names because I quite like Oakley and Ollie and Oscar. But I think it's quite difficult for girl names. But there is a name spelled Ola, O-L-A. But I think you'd always be thinking you're talking Spanish, like Ola, Ola. Number 9 is, what did I wish I was called when I was younger? I'm like just laughing at this because there were 2 names. One was Samantha and one was Jilly, and both those people were my friend's older sisters, and I just looked up to them. I wanted to be just like them. So whenever I played shops or schools or whatever with my friends, I was like, I'll be Jilly or I'll be Samantha, and we used to like fight over who was going to be what name. And my last one, number 10, is what name did we immediately veto? Now these are names that are not necessarily bad, not that we don't really dislike, but just we couldn't imagine calling our child this. The first one was Jensen. Craig really loved this name, but it would have been Craig, Jen and Jensen. I just felt it was just like a bit too much. Another name was Teddy. I loved that name and I think it really suits a little boy, but would they like it as much as they got older? So yeah, Craig wasn't too keen on that one. And for a little girl, it was the name Amy, but it was spelt A-I-M-E-E, and we both really loved that and the spelling of it, but then we was like, we're probably always going to be like, oh, this is our little baby Amy, but it's spelled A-I-M-E-E, like, and we'd always be correcting people. So yeah, we didn't go for any of those. So that's it for my baby name tag. It's now my job to tag another 3 people to do this. So I tag Charlie from Mummy in the Know. I love her channel. She's just such a real down-to-earth mum. I just feel I can really relate to her. My next one is Lisa Prideaux. I don't think she's done this yet, but she's expecting her 3rd baby and I absolutely love her channel. So I thought that this might be good for her as she's probably thinking about names and everything at the moment. And my last one is Alex Gladwin. Like, I've been following her channel for ages. She was one of the YouTubers I used to watch before I even started my own channel. So yeah, I'd love to tag her in this as well. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you liked any of the names that I mentioned, or even drop below some of your favourites. It's always good getting baby name inspiration because you never know. Bye!
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock.